using the Joker as a programming template in mind control. And we know that Holmes of Aurora was under mind control, told police that, witnesses saw other shooters. He was drugged up in the parking lot like Sirhan. Sirhan wasn't even part of the shooting. Was under high-level Air Force psychiatric care in a above top secret DARPA mind control program. Denver Post, ladies and gentlemen. That he was in a super advanced DARPA secret program being given $97,000 a year by DARPA. His dad, top mathematician in super equations. Theodore Kaczynski, the Unabomber. LA Times was CIA, Central Intelligence Agency, for 18 years in MK Ultra. MK Ultra. MK Naomi. Now, let's be clear. The programming is now so powerful. They don't even need to get you in a laboratory now with the chemicals in the food, the water, the culture, the flicker rate, hypnotizing people. You've seen the TV shows that have been documented by Scotland Yard. We've shown clips of it. I forget the name of it. Jacobson will run here and tell me the name in a minute. He's a big viewer of it. Where they're able to brainwash people off the street to be able to go and believe they're committing an assassination in 1 hour. Now, they do it because they talk to 100 people, do tests, and find who is more suggestible out of 100 people. That's what the government does. They get university students into DARPA and Air Force programs. They've got handlers. Top Air Force psychiatrists, you name it, in the case of Aurora. This is on record. And then they just roll them out, ladies and gentlemen, usually just to be drugged up and take the fall and not know if they did it or not. Folks, they could take the strongest person. The North Koreans were able to do this. The North Vietnamese were able to do it with U.S. soldiers. They could take a Marine Corps colonel and in a month have them saying whatever they wanted, folks, and believing it. They take some college kid with a high IQ and Asperger's, one of their favorite programmable types, because they're so machine-like, and they can have them doing whatever they want in a matter of days. Now, Harry Reid comes out and says, we're going to do something about this. These are domestic terrorists at the Bundy Ranch. Everybody needs to be arrested. They roll out last week the Domestic Terrorism Task Force saying the Tea Party's the #1 enemy. I told you they've been building this behind the scenes. Now they're rolling it out. They're releasing terrorists saying, well, they have yoga classes. We'll release them. That's in the New York Post. They're saying speech is connected to this. We need to shut down speech. And they're rolling out all this internet censorship and internet IDs this month. The current issue of our magazine just came out today. Death of the Internet is the title. They're making their move on every front right now to demonize their opposition because of Benghazi, the false flag, Fast and Furious. Listen, if they would ship more than 20,000 guns to Mexico, to criminal cartels, to then trace them back to crime in the U.S., to blame every gun owner, that's 170 million people out of 315 million. If they would frame more than half this country for the crime in Mexico and say it's your fault, thousands of dead in Mexico, hundreds in the U.S., including at least 7 police officers, Border Patrol, would they stage this now? And the answer is absolutely. If they would use al-Qaeda to attack Syria, Libya, Egypt, all these other countries and give them weapons, would they do this now? Would they stage chemical attacks and get caught 3 times this year? Even the UN admits it? Yes. If they would stage al-Qaeda attacks, if they would do all of this, would they do this to get our guns and blame the Tea Party that's sweeping in every runoff election and every primary right now? Defeating, in almost every case, 90+% of Republican incumbents are going down. 1776 is happening peacefully through the system. They want to start a civil war with the police. They want to march their operatives, their globalists. It may have even been cutouts who were told, you're part of a drill, come to this pizza place. This is a lot of times how they do it. Like the Zarnev brothers. One of them admitted CIA. That's mainstream news. In CIA-funded programs with fake names, the Russians blew his cover. And I kept telling you, they're getting ready to false flag, and it happens right in Harry Reid's district. Right in his state, right in his city, with his police department. Now, the cops look shell-shocked. I don't think they're in on it. They probably, if I was them, I'd run patsies as part of a drill, special ops, probably foreign, kill them, shoot a few people, and then set the whole thing in motion.
Clean water at home, clean water at the office, clean water on the go. The Berkey Guy has a Berkey water filtration model for anywhere you are and one that fits any budget. Thousands of satisfied customers can't be wrong. For free shipping within the U.S., go to goberkey.com or call 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653. Helping thousands prepare since 2005, goberkey.com.
Harvest Right is the world's first in-home freeze dryer. Freeze dry your own fruits, vegetables, meats, and full meals. With Harvest Right, you can prepare foods that last 25 years, preserving its freshness, nutrition, color, and taste. All your food can be freeze-dried. So don't throw away your leftovers. Freeze-dry them with this incredible in-home money-saving freeze dryer. Go to HarvestRight.com to see how the Harvest Right freeze dryer works. That's HarvestRight.com.
Time and time again.
You need to come here and help us. We need assistance, please.
Those we should be able to depend on let us down.
Federal and state and local officials saying help is on the way. Well, the folks here in Belle Harbor say, show me.
Don't depend on the government to save you. Take action now so that you're prepared for the next disaster with MyPatriotSupply.com. Get the best prices on storable food, non-GMO seeds, water filtration devices, home canning equipment, survival and self-reliance books, and more at MyPatriotSupply.com. Call 866-229-0927.
We are hurting down here, and we need help immediately.
Before it's time to survive, it's time to prepare. MyPatriotSupply.com. MyPatriotSupply.com.
This is Leanne McAdoo for InfoWarsLife.com. I'm here with Dr. Edward Group, Master Herbologist and Chief Formulator behind the InfoWars Life products. Dr. Group, what have you been hearing from women who've started taking Super Female Vitality?
You know, we've heard the reviews and feedback from Super Male Vitality, from emails to even excited callers on the radio. Now, the answer for women is here. A new formulation specifically designed for the female body, Super Female Vitality, delivers 10 key herbs that work synergistically to revitalize the unique biology of women.
I'm so glad that you guys made this for women. When he brought me home the bottle of Super Female, I had tons of energy, tons of motivation, a lot of drive. My husband thinks I've been in a better mood. Our relationship, all I can say is it's a lot better now.
I've just started taking Super Female Vitality from InfoWarsLife.com. Supplies are limited, so secure yours today at InfoWarsLife.com, InfoWarsStore.com, or dial 1-888-253-3139.
How long would you last if all grocery stores ceased to exist?
Not in America. This can't happen in America. Because of my concern about our government, I was looking at survival stuff.
I was raised as a Girl Scout, and their motto was to be prepared.
Food for Patriots was an opportunity for me to be able to put some things aside. I said, well, this is a product worth having, seeing as it's so good.
Like the pricing for what I got. I like the containers they were shipped in.
If they keep in touch with you, you get your emails, you get your confirmations.
The customer service is just absolutely fantastic.
Plan on buying probably about 4 more of these minimum.
And it just came so quick. It came right when they said it would come.
Thanks for supplying all this stuff for us, because I think we're all going to be needing it in a very short time.
Join over 50,000 Americans who have trusted Food for Patriots. Go to GetSurvivalFood.com to learn more. That's GetSurvivalFood.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Jones here, back live. The globalists have one way to defeat us. I say this every day. And I need listeners to go through all the YouTube videos, all the archives, and flood YouTube with Alex Jones predicts Las Vegas police killings. And that I would then be blamed after the Liberty Movement's blamed. It hasn't happened yet, but I don't have time to track it. They're probably blaming me right now on MSNBC. And I knew as soon as I heard yesterday, and then sure enough, the supposed shooters who are conveniently dead like to dress up like the Joker and like Skinny Man. And the Skinny Man, there have been scores of stabbings around the country as teenagers stab other children to death because that's what Skinny Man would do. That's how you become powerful. People are obsessed with comic books. Adults I know are. And they really think it's real. I mean, I go with my friends, you know, and see comic book movies, and I see grown men getting really excited and crying. And, I mean, this is mind control, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, raw story. Again, Democrat front group. Las Vegas Revolution shooters ID'd as right-wing conspiracy nuts with death wish. Boom! Look like hippie nerds to me. Not blame. Oh, Alex Jones. Boom, boom, boom. When was that published? I bet it was before I even got on air today. EDT. 30 minutes before I went on air, I'm being blamed. Democrat-run group gets direct talking points from the White House. Raw story, part of the whole globalist ring. Boom. I mean, what did MSNBC say? I am, quote, deeply racist, and did not show one single piece of proof because I'm the opposite. They hate the fact that I'm fighting the infanticide of black babies. They hate the fact I'm fighting Gardasil injection of Mexican girls in Mexico. They hate it. They absolutely hate it. I was down in San Marcos this weekend tubing with Dew and his kids and my kids, and it was like Cinco de Mayo down there. I think there was about 90% Hispanic Americans down there, and about every fifth person I went by was a huge listener. Other folks, Alex Jones, we appreciate what you're doing. Again, this transmission reaches everybody. Everybody wants freedom. The globalists cannot stand it, ladies and gentlemen. And I can feel the eye of Sauron upon me, and I'm in God's hands is all I can say. But I tell you, I have the enemy's number 100%. And I'm having a little gallows humor here, folks, because this is epically insane. I never wanted to be in this position. I don't like being famous. I don't like the incredible danger I'm under, quite frankly, at the very tip of the spear. And the enemy absolutely hates me. And the White House responds to us routinely and demonizes us. And, I mean, I have the enemy watching and listening to the show every day because they know I know who they are. And I know their game, and I know their plan. And my continued living, quite frankly, is that other people learn the enemy combination, the enemy paradigm, the enemy MO. Because if enough people pick up the enemy signature, the enemy program, the enemy operation, the enemy recipe, it's over for them. We can blow their operation wide open. Believe me, folks, Harry Reid comes out and says anybody who doesn't want these BLM land grabs is a terrorist. We're going to come after him, domestic task force. And then in his state run by him, he's the Don of Nevada. This happens, and they're connecting it to that on CNN last night and this morning, and now to yours truly. And you notice through the grapevine, other high-level people got the word in the so-called conservative media, you're going to be blamed with this unless you make a break. So they came out and they said, Alex Jones wants dead people. Alex Jones wants dead cops. Alex Jones is behind this. He wants murder. But I'm saying the opposite. And then now I come on air just a few weeks ago on 3 or 4 shows and said to protect myself, I said, I've got to respond to this host. They've been threatened. They've been told this is coming. And again, I know that because previously I know he was threatened with having a new Oklahoma City blamed on him if he didn't play ball. And he went on Fox News on one of his last shows and said they're preparing new Oklahoma cities to blame me and the Liberty Movement. That's Glenn Beck. And I sung his praises, played the clip, and I said he's got it. He's been threatened, folks. The Democrat memos say they need staged terror attacks. They need staged shootings. We've shown those here on air. So they think you're so dumb They're running these operations out in the open. I mean, folks, when you understand this, the enemy's uncloaked.